once again unable to move right now. Give me a moment while I try and sort this. Come on. Just work, damn you. Oh my god. Tree. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you guys for the subs. It's very sweet of you. I wish I could move and be like, wow, whoa, and react to it, you know? React to the goddamn subs. But for some reason, it's not working. But hi legend, hi Mike, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Plap, 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 plap. I see. Thank you for that very engaging message, Mike. Very appreciated. Why is Feature Studio not connecting? So bad, man. Hello, hi, Nomi. How are you? How are you doing? You just got home from work. Then I hope I can help you fall asleep, maybe just a little bit. I can help you. Well, maybe you don't want to fall asleep, but maybe I can help you chill out. I'm sorry, I think my voice, my mouth will be a little sticky right now because I just had some Kinder Bueno. I just had some Kinder Bueno, and it's kind of like, you know, the Kinder sauce is kind of sticky. You will take one relax, please, and thank you. Okay. I got Kinder Bueno. I got Kinder Bueno in there. I have one left. I have one Kinder Bueno piece left. What one night out with the boys will do to you. No. I'm good. And you? I'm doing pretty well, Nomi. Thank you for asking. I am a little angry though, because I'm not allowed to move apparently. Let me try and... hang on. I've been chatting rather than trying to solve this issue. I feel like it's something to do with the phone, not... Yay, now I can move again. Huzzah. Amazing. That's much better. You guys can actually see me moving around. You can see me going bip blop boobly poop. I don't usually do that, but you can see me do it. I'm happy to say that for me, things have definitely calmed down quite a bit in terms of, say, my activity that gets me currency, or otherwise known as a job. Hunting and the like, of course, only the true proper job of a Fianna. But the reason why we haven't had streams in the last few days has been it may have been Grandpa Ruadh. And no, that's not another name for me, Haru. I can already hear her. It was Grandpa Rua's birthday, and we had a few people come over from outside. Da ua quilta. No, not da. Granda. Grandpa. Granda. Which is funny because I never call him Granda. For all that I've lived, And all I can remember when it comes to them, to my grandparents on one side, I always referred to them as in their first names. I don't know why. I don't know how that developed, but it did. I had a I had a really cute name that I just started calling when I was young, when I was like growing up. That I started calling my great grandmother, um, which I was lucky that she was alive when I was, um, for a time anyway. Obviously, I can't say the name itself, but my grandmother's first name that I would call her by, just normally. Um, and then you had the great grandmother who was a small, little bit hunched over, old woman. I would call her Big, first name of my grandmother. It wasn't her first name at all, but for some reason in my brain, when I was younger, I went, oh, my grandmother is X. So that means her great grandmother, or her mother, has to be Big X. Uh, it was always very cute. I don't know why. And I still do. I still do to this day refer to her as that whenever it's talked about. Oh. I'm gonna have my last Kinder Bueno piece. I feel like you can eat Kinder Buenos one of two ways. Mm? You can eat them either by just popping a piece into your mouth and going crunch, or you take it a little bit slower and you bite off like the bottom part, the non-curvy part, and then you like lick out the Kinder's cream, I guess. You know what I mean. I don't know what it's called. Oh. Mm. Oh. Mm. Man, Kinder is so good. Mm. I know I have like chocolate in my fingers. No, I can't like touch you guys' ears now. There's chocolate on them. Here we go. You good? I'm actually gonna get some water real quick. I can feel my voice being like, it doesn't want to talk right now. There we go. I got my water. Too much sugar? Maybe. I think it might just be Kinder Bueno is probably not something you eat right before going onto a stream, because I think because it's like it has the Kinder cream in it. Does say what that is? What is it again? A smooth, milky hazelnut filling. That's it, yeah. That's the word I was looking for. The filling. It kind of, I guess, gummies up your mouth a little bit. And usually that wouldn't be an issue. Like if I was streaming normally, that wouldn't be an issue. But it's like I'm self-conscious because it's an ASMR stream. I made a poor choice. You know what else is probably not the best before stream? Asparagus. That can make you gassy. No, don't put me in the idiot sandwich. I tried to answer normally. I tried to answer like I tried to give a real answer. No. Get off of me. I don't deserve to be put in the sandwich. I was a good boy and I answered getting butter in your hair. Get off. No butter in the hair. Do you have any idea how long it takes to get this out? Do you understand how much cleaning this takes? It fucking sticks. It sticks. I get like gum. I get like sticky clumps of hair together, and I have to separate it strand by strand. It's the worst. What would you do actually in that situation if you just, like, if someone just came by and just smeared like like just really thick butter all over your hair? How do you even get that shit out? A lot of cleaning, I imagine, but like I feel like the butter isn't going to just rinse away. You're gonna have to get like some specific cleaner. Milk fat separate in contact with lots of things. Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true, actually. You could definitely do something. Probably punch that person first. Probably punch that person first beforehand, because you know they just assaulted you with butter. And it's even worse if it's salted butter. Then it's a double assault. that was bad. Don't laugh at that one. That was a bad joke. Grab his t-shirt and use it as a towel to wipe your hair. Oh, that's a good idea. Nice pun, thank you. I realized it after I said the first assault, and I was like, oh, salted butter. Well, butter is already kind of salty. But I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I have to say it again. I have to find a reason to say it again. And I took the path of least resistance and least creativity. It'll also skim off when exposed to a really hot shower. No, it probably wouldn't smell, actually. I don't know, I guess I was thinking of like milk curdling when like it gets kind of hot. But no, it wouldn't. It would just like, you put your head under the water, under the shower, and just instantly that thing's curdling all over your scalp. Who knows, maybe it will turn out to be an amazing hair product. Get destroyed, spam bot. But without a shower, you're gonna have ants. You're gonna have bees. You're gonna have all kinds of things. Really, you should just go to like I don't know, cornstarch too. At least you have some options. Unfortunately for you, Ivis, the guy who did this to you also bought out every bit of vinegar and baking powder and cornstarch within a 20-mile radius. Good luck. Why does this sound like the start of some shitty, like, shitty saw trap? Do you remember that time you put butter in someone else's bread? Well, now I'm gonna put butter on you. I'd like to phone a friend. Is that friend Ivis? He knows a lot about butter. Speaking of saw traps, I feel like there's a second comment coming. I've actually been wondering because usually when I do ASMR, I turn off the pupils of the eyes. Do you guys think it's better or not better without? I think they both are quite powerful. Food science puts weird information in your brain. Don't go to school for that. You know, Ivis, I have one of my VTuber friends was a chef at like a Michelin, or I think it was a 5-star restaurant. I think he also was at Michelin stuff, but like at a 5-star restaurant, he was he is very knowledgeable on food. You get him talking about like food science, he could go for ages. Diet? No, not diet. Not diet. Diet? No, no, no. Don't trust diet with food. Actually, no. Diet is okay with food. I was thinking of Sun. Well, I don't know how good Diet can cook, but I'm sure he can cook decently. It's excuse me. It's Megino. Ivis has also previously worked with Michelin star chefs. Why? Why are there so many chefs that I know tangentially, and one is a viewer? Can you cook food for me, Ivis? Can you cook like? Can you please cook a really nice curry for me? I want basic bitch, like the the standard chippy curry, but I want it presented in a Michelin star way. I want it like it's worse than the chipper food, but it costs, you know, 50 times more because you put it in like a little fountain bowl, and that makes it fancier. I mean, there's easier curries to make than chippy curry. Yeah, but like I find the idea. No, but like the idea is that like it's the standard chippy curry. it's like really, it's like really simple tasting. But Sun is dead, and then contrast it against the like super fancy dining experience. I've never done that. I don't know if I would want to. I feel like I at least I know if like okay, it's a 12 course meal, but you're not getting like you're not getting meals. You're getting portions of meals that by the end of it you'll probably be fed. You'll be full, but it won't be you won't be stuffed to the brim. Wasn't there a movie about that? What was it called again? The Menu or something? Where it was literally like a 12 course meal, and then it was like a Hunger Games or Saw type thing. and then and then the protagonist was like, I want a burger. And he was like, okay. And he made her a damn good fucking burger. That was one of the best looking burgers I've seen. And then she leaves. Equal parts water and butter melt together. Cook out curry powder and chili in that mixture until fragrance. That probably would be pretty good. That probably would be very nice. See, for me, it's the comedy of the scenario comes from like, it's not, it's not even like, oh, you're salmon, but no, it's like basic chips and curry and like battered cod, maybe, like, but just presented like it's the exact same, but it's presented in a super fancy way. That's what I'm picturing. Like kind of like it makes me. I actually had salmon tonight. It was very nice. I had salmon and Thai sweet chili rice. Goes well together. I got what did I get last night? Not last night, but 2 nights ago. Went out for some food with family. It's a really simplified recipe from Le Bernardin, New York City. I've never heard of this place, but it has Le before it, and it's in America, so I assume it's very fancy. But I see. Like I suppose that is the thing. There's only so many ways to cook certain foods. Actually, no, that's wrong. There's a lot of different ways to cook. I mean, look at the potato. You can do a lot of different things with just the humble potato. ASMR might have been the wrong choice for today. Just with the way my either it was that, maybe I'm getting a little sick or something. Double down and play Morrowind. Wait. Hey, wake up. Hey, you. You're finally awake. Tried to play Morrowind, but the Skyrim startup started. Walked right into the Imperial ambush. For dinner, you could spend 250 USD a head, but go for lunch and it's 50 a head for 3 courses. Whoa. Huh. Excuse me. So go for lunch is what I'm hearing. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, thank you, CPIC, for the stretch. Michelin star places have really cheap lunches. I didn't know that. That's interesting to know. Why did a maybe you know this, Ivis, but why did a tire company, I believe is what Michelin are, why why did they get into like the restaurant reviewing business? That seems so strange. To get people to travel more, spend more on tires. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. I felt like the neurons connected in my brain. I could feel them connecting. And it was like, yeah, no, yeah, that's it. Huh. That's fucking genius. And now it's like they just get to do that as a thing because funny. hmm I was out with family though on Monday. I had a few drinks. I didn't have loads, but I had a few, and the I woke up the next day, and I think for the first hour I was probably just on complete autopilot. I don't think I had a single actual thought in my brain for the first hour of the day. Do you guys get that sometimes where it's like you're having thoughts, like maybe you're thinking about something, but it's not connected in any way. There's no actual like throughput frog blink Ruadh IRL. Oh, 100%. I probably was frog blinking when I wasn't like resting my head trying to sleep while I could. I But like the only way I can describe, I don't even know how to explain the thoughts that I have. I put that into your mind and you immediately frog blinked. I can like. Sorry, I was a little loud. It's hard to do manually. Hi, I'm teeny tiny bit late, but hello, crow, how are you? I hope you doing well. It's nice to see you. Um, don't worry about being late. No one's late to a Ruadh stream unless you arrive like right before I raid. Then I'll probably say that you're a little bit late. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing good too. I'm a little bit tired. I can feel it. I think my sleep hasn't been great the last few days because it's been really busy, and even when I was out drinking, when I got in, I was still like awake for a while, which probably contributed to the whole like walking like zombiness that I experienced. But yeah, I'm at least gonna get a little bit of a nap in to tonight. I'll do my best to get a proper sleep. I don't really rate Michelin star places that highly. I prefer random holes in the wall that don't sell liquor. Then they have to rely on food. That's true. The food has to be good. Ah, I remember there's a place not super close by, but not too far, that changed hands, changed owners so many different times um, over the years. It's so funny. It feels like it's a cursed place. I think the first place got done for tax, the first owner. The second owner, health inspection. I think they found rats. The third was right before COVID. The fourth, I think, tried, but it just wasn't going well, so it closed down, and then someone else is now trying again. I don't know how well it's going. I've heard it's okay nowadays. I'm really sorry. I can like feel it down at the bottom of my throat building up. Maybe if you relax, Max, with a nice warm beverage and a sleep max to block all the light. Oh, mask, maybe white noise. You'll increase the percentage rested of restful eep, like sleep orangey. Quick, drink some hot tea. I probably should, actually. But that would mean I'd have to go make some tea, Mike. I'd have to leave you guys for like a few minutes. So, Mike, it would be like watching. Mike, it would be like watching a hot kettle boil. You'll be looking at me, waiting for my tea to be done, but it will never be done. A watched kettle never boils. Wait a minute. I probably don't get enough eye viewers for that to count, so it's probably okay. I have to have at least like 20 CCV for that to happen. Someone bring him hot tea. Where's my maid? Where's Haru? Why is my maid not bringing me tea? Skull your throat. It always worked for me. Maybe. Put a snail on screen as our subway surfers. You know what? You know what? Sure. If you're gonna join, they're gonna take on the snail chewer. They're like, what is with this guy and snails? But you know what? Snails. That's two snails going at it. You're not watching that one. Snail ASMR. That's what we'll do real quick. Snail eating for 1 hour ASMR there. That's what you guys will get. That's what you guys will momentarily get. Let me just do this in a separate tab. So I have to like set up some things. Close it like this. God, I really, really don't care about your shitty insurance ad. I really, really don't care, and I especially don't care about the mortgage you're trying to sell me. This is actually kind of nice. This is what you guys will get while I'm away. I want the Ruadh montage. Hang on, before I go, if I'm gonna start anything here, unapologetic, unadapted Chinese food. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I would like to try real proper Chinese food. I mean, the one thing you want to get since you moved is a Japanese water boiler, instant access to boiling water at all times. Ah.
but I like the kettle. I like the. I like. I can. It's kind of like an aspect of tradition. Um, had one in the US. If you plugged it in here, it would explode. I'll leave the insurance ad over in our little head Brooks. Oh my god, there's so many gambling ads. What's the Rua montage? Anyway, I'm going to. Can I get the audio? Can I get the audio for the snail? Okay, you have the snail. I really hope an ad doesn't play while I'm away. So enjoy the snail. I forgot my teacup up here. have returned. Hello everyone.
Have you guys been enjoying the snail? Hello, Emily Bocard. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back, thank you. I bet he's better than me. He just chomping. That's actually very nice, I have to say. It's got a nice sound.
Snails are so cool.
Get the new iPhone 17 from as little as €3.
Well, no. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. We're not getting the next iPhone 3 or whatever the hell. Seal in some more. We have another sip of my tea. Sea lion ASMR would be
very cute though. Sea lions are adorable little guys. They're so silly. Hello, Haru. Don't pinch me. Stop pinching me. Haru, did you miss the snail ASMR? Still making tea, boy. No, I made it. I have it. I have it now. I went to go make some. Snail ASMR? Boo, what? Wait. Hi, Pip for one. Hello. And yes, snail ASMR. We were listening to a snail while I was off making tea. I put on a video of a snail eating some melon or something. And he was very nice and he was very crunchy. Hello, Klein is yellow. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, this is my first time chatting. I'm a bit nervous and anxious. Three face. Well, that's okay. You don't need to talk if you don't like to. I know it can be scary coming into a new group of people. I often, whenever I start watching a person, nowadays I'm quite fine with chatting with anyone because now that I started streaming, I know how helpful it is to have an active participant in chat. But hi Slushy, hello. But say in a Discord, for example, I will usually take a few days if I'm intending to chat. I will take a few days to just lurk and learn and understand how they act, how they chat to each other, and then you try and match the energy. It can be very intimidating at times when you're going into a group of very established friends or established servers. You're trying to figure out who's the top bitch in this place and who do I gotta dethrone. Who do I gotta spread false rumors about? You missed it. Don't worry, you'll warm up to Ruadh. Absolutely. I'm shy, but I was able to feel comfortable very fast. I'm glad to hear that, Pip. That's very sweet to hear. I'm a professional lurker, not a streams. Does that just mean is my stream special, or is it just that weird? You have to respond. Kisses. Waiting a bit because you just came back. Thank you for saying waited a little bit. Oh, that's nice. I thought you said, "Who am I going to do?" What? Well, huh? Is that not what he said? No. What did I say? I don't actually remember. I didn't say that, though. I'm pretty certain. I didn't say that. I don't chat a lot. I will sometimes, but it just depends. That's fair.
That's fair. Not everyone has to chat. Lurkers are a very important backbone. Hello, Sochi. Hello, Sochi. It's nice to see you. How are you? How you doing? First impressions are everything. Yeah, I feel like those who join my stream have had. They roll a. No, they don't like roll a dice. They like spin a wheel, and there's a 50-50 chance. No, like 33% chance for either thing to happen. Either I'm relaxed, reading a book, I'm like playing a game and like really into it and talking too much about the game, or I'm having a semi mental breakdown and they their perception of the stream is rapidly warped and they expect that every stream. And then they leave after like the third stream, like, oh, this guy's boring. He's just boring. It's 100% chaotic every second. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sweet and nice and relaxing. What is this weather? Last week it was hot. Now it's cold. That's called the weather, Haru. It changes. The weather is known to change, Haru. There's a thing called the Weather Channel that you can use to keep up and understand how it's going to change. It was like 80, 90 last week. I don't know what that is like, Haru. I don't know what an 80 is. I don't know what 90 is. I can only apply that to Celsius, and I assume that kills you. I feel like you always keep the same pace to your voice, though. Slow and rich, like a snail. I'm not a fucking snail. I'm not gonna become a snail. 80 to 90 burger height is very warm. 50, not so much. I see. I do know, like, you know, burger height is like 100 is very hot, 0 very cold. It's very accurate in describing heat, how things feel for a human. You don't need to be a snail to rule over them. No, I murdered 4 of them. They would never accept me as their ruler. They would if they could, they'd arrest me. You can just step on them. I don't want to. 90 Fahrenheit is 32.2. Repeating. Celsius. That was so stupid. No, don't poke me. Don't poke me. Actually, if you do step on snails in the future, you can tell them, you can add them to your army. Don't put me in the sandwich, Mike. What are you doing? I'm getting assaulted. I'm getting sandwiched and pinched and poked. What is this? I'm being attacked. Everyone's getting me. Are you doing ASMR? Are you stimming out? Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm being overstimulated. There's too many things happening. I truly understand. I think it was Lady Gaga. She did Hot and Cold, didn't she? You're hot and you're cold. You're in and you're out. You're up and you're down. You're something, something, something. That's Katy Perry. Oh, that's Katy Perry. That's not Lady Gaga. What did Lady Gaga say again? I kissed a girl and I liked it. Something, something, I liked it. Yeah. You're wrong when it's right. It's black and it's white. I need another pinch on the other cheek, Unk. I was gonna take that in another way. That you wanted to pinch something. I was gonna. Oh no, that's what I should have said. I should have said, but that wouldn't be visible. You couldn't see that redeem though. Kiss the Girl is Katy Perry too. No, sorry, no. Which one am I thinking about? No, that is Katy Perry. But didn't Lady Gaga do a similar song? Did Born This Way? That's the one I was thinking of. I think, probably. Man, my music knowledge is very bad when it comes to other, like, we'll say relatively contemporary. Daya is like amazing. If Daya was here, he'd be shouting at me. He would be hitting me for not knowing simple things. Daya has a great music knowledge, actually. He really does. If you, not with older stuff, he struggles a bit, but if you watch his dailies, he's so good at music. I may have grabbed an Oreo. I'm gonna give you a triple butt lift. Don't piss me off. No. At least just have it be double, not triple. I know, right? And Broken sometimes get a song from one small part. It's when he gets songs from like sections of songs, not like oh 20 like 15 seconds of a song. It's when he has like, oh, he only has the drums, he only has the guitar, the bass line. He's very good at that. I was chronically online and absorbed gay knowledge. That's pretty common, I think. There's a triple BBL and face reconstruction. No, I mean, I like my face. He's gonna paddle you. Girl, gimme some. You can have a single thin slice of the Oreo cream. He's a Swiftie. He is I think he's more of a diamond. What is that what Marina calls her fans? I have a lot of hand problems from being a musician, so sometimes typing can be painful. Really? What the fuck? Oreo thin filling? No, it's not the thin filling. It's not the double stuffed either, but it's like you can get a thin slice from the Oreo filling. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I imagine if your hands are always moving, depending on what you do, Klein. Just general wear and tear. Sometimes it's only a second and he can get it. He's very, very good. All your boyfriend Daya does is play Wordle every stream. No, that's only during his dailies. That's not all he does. Does he? He might do Wordle. Plus carpal tunnel, muscle cramps, joint inflammation. I'm so scared of carpal tunnel. Owie. Like 2 weeks ago, I think I like rotated my wrist, just like while I was sitting down, and there was like a crack, and it was a loud crack, and my wrist is cracked for years. I didn't think anything of it, and then like I could feel on the outside of my wrist it was like a little bit sore, or not even sore, just kind of like it felt like there was a little bit of pressure, and so I cracked it again. I was like, oh, it's just like a bubble. And then and then after like an hour it really started to hurt. I was like, oh no, what did I do? Thankfully it only lasted like a day, but it was like sore, man. I hope it's not anything happening. It was on my left hand too. It's not even the hand I use like the mouse with. Let me bite into my Oreo. Crunchy. You play soprano and bass clarinet. Bass clarinet destroys your hand muscles a lot. You're slowly getting carpal tunnel. Oh, that sucks. It's the worst that something you enjoy so much. You're also a drummer for a metal and rock band. That's kind of bass. That's really cool, Klein. Yeah, your drummers can get ear damage if not careful. A while back, I bought a family member who's a DJ ear, like, pretty decent quality earplugs, noise cancelling ones. I do think they use them enough, but you gotta look after your ears. They're so important. I thought I had it a while ago, but it turned out to be elbow joint inflammation, which is ongoing right now, but manageable. Oh no. Everyone's getting old and in pain. You used to have a cyst on your wrist and somehow it disappeared. I had a friend like that who had one on his wrist and he eventually got it removed. He could like move it by like clenching his hand. It was icky. Old like you, not old like me. I'm not old. I'm hip and young and cool and fly. I think the kids still say that these days, right? The kids say fly. Or they do or is it tubular now? Oh, tubular. Radical. I am old, but I think it's because I use my PC a lot and draw, so the elbow gets used a bunch. I don't think they say hip now. Oh. I can't be hip. Hi, Yuki. It's nice to see you. Now let me eat some more of my Oreo. Oh. They get crunchy. I'm also a roller incline speed skater, so your legs are always wounded and bruised. You actually got a pretty nasty wound in your hand from falling during practice yesterday. Oh. I have never heard of roller inline speed skating before, but I assume it involves going very, very fast. And I can see why you could hurt yourself if you fall. I remember seeing someone who, it was even just someone who was just like sprinting on a track and field. They tripped and like scraped all their shins and knees. And it was like bad. There was a decent amount of blood on them. Take off the red and blue 3D glasses, Ruadh. Guys, do you have your 3D glasses on? Ooh. See how a little bit I can move towards you guys? Ooh. What if one day I started stream and I just had this model like always, but suddenly I did like this, but I came super far forward like those other models can do, where it's like they hinge at the waist and it looks like they're crawling out of their screen. They're coming for you. Yikes, were they okay? I think they were fine, yeah. It was just stang. It just stang for them. Please rest. Hope it gets better quickly. I hope you feel better soon, Klein. I'd slap my phone screen just in case you can feel it. Why? What do you mean? I get like a new cool feature. It's like, look at this, guys, and then you slap me. You bump into the screen. That would be a really funny bit. That would be such a funny bit. You lean forward, and as you're getting closer and closer, you suddenly go, and like your face smudges on the screen. You like leave smudges on their screen, like, ugh, ow, oh. Is your phone must be really small. Like I'm like insulting your screen size. I can barely lean forward in here. I can barely move in here. Is that really how big your screen is? I start like screen shaming you. Oh, No, don't pinch me. Don't pinch me. Remember, guys, this is meant to be ASMR. This is very not ASMR. Screen shaming that someone's kink. Some people pay to have their phone size insulted. It's mukbang now. No, that was my last. That was the Oreo that I brought. I do have a little bit of tea left though.
Your ass does not do ASMR, bro. When I whisper quietly into your ear, why are my views dropping? I suddenly only have one viewer. They hate me. They hate my soft voice.
Mukbang is also ASMR, isn't it? I think mukbang developed from, I know it was a Korean thing, and then it was like an ASMR type thing. Then it became like a feeder fetish type thing where they just kept eating more ridiculous amounts of food. Half the time they didn't even eat all the food they got. They would just buy and waste a bunch of food, hooting and hollering ASMR. And then of course you have avocado. What was his name again? Jody Caddo, avocado. Timothy Caddo, avocado. Something. Hello, Rory. It's nice to see you. Avocado something, guy. Nicocado avocado, that's it. Nicocado avocado. I've seen things of him that I really wish I have not. I never want to see again. And it is scarred into my brain. We will not speak further. Isn't bro really thin now? He is. He lost all the weight. He pre-recorded like hundreds of videos or something while he was really big. Hello, 6men6. Welcome in, thank you for the follow. It was a social experiment. Yeah, but his social experiment didn't need him to make an OnlyFans. You know, he didn't need to do that part. That part was completely unnecessary. And yet he did it anyway. Avocado. You have open wounds starting at your hips down to your feet. Say you were racing at 40 to 50 miles per hour. It's very dangerous. I imagine that is some speed. Oh my god. I'm concerned you should be. Hi everyone. How are you doing, Rory? And I think I asked how you're doing, Yuki. Yeah, you did, because I think you said you're good, and then you said how I'm doing. But I was too busy talking, and I never got to respond. You need money for the budget, bro. Trust. Why are you saying I need money for the budget? You saying I should make an OnlyFans? Guys, if I made such a thing, it's going to be like, my paid content is going to be excerpts. Okay, it's gonna be excerpts from books that I like. You're gonna pay me money for that? Only snails. Would you only snails? And it's like, you subscribe and I just post images of snails I've crushed. No, it's so sad. But Ruadh, thank you very much, 6men6. My name is Ruadh Uaquilta. I'm a half human, half Tuatha, that being the god peoples of Ireland who lived on Ireland and were driven to the other world by the gale, by the arrival of the gale, as described in the Lawer Gabála Éireann. I'm also a member of the Fianna, a mythical Irish war band from the 2nd century. And I also have a video that describes it, my lore a little bit more in depth. There we go. One snail every day. I feel like that would have a... Oh, hello, Ariama. Apologies, I didn't read that quick enough. Thank you for the first time chat. Tickle, tickle. 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 A snail a day keeps the Ua near, unfortunately. Would you not want me near, Haru? You want me far away? I'm hoping I didn't lose a lot of blood from my hand during practice yesterday. It was bleeding a lot. You're doing better today. That's good. I'm glad to hear it's doing better. I'd say you're fine. You can lose a decent amount of blood before things start going wrong. I didn't do your kisses. I'm actually so sorry, Pip. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I actually forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, you'll get your kisses.
Okay. Here you go.
That was too squeaky. There you go. There was some kisses. I hope. Why is your mouth squeaky, bro? Did you eat a rubber duck? No, I just held it a little bit weirdly. I kind of like sucked on my teeth, I guess, by accident. He had Oreos. I was a bit dizzy yesterday when it happened. Some today, though. It's kind of concerned me. If you're dizzy, you might need to think if you hit your head, but if you didn't, you're probably okay. Why are you sucking? Quiet, you. Rory wants heartbeat. Okay, was just listening to Rua's cover of Dipsy for the 20th time. Hello, Halconis. It's nice to see you. Thank you for listening. I did try quite hard on that. It was very fun doing a cover. I think I can say I'm a real VTuber now, because I tried a cover. I'm going to do some heartbeat now. Can you guys hear me well? It's a rite of passage. Specifically love the English intonation because it gives a unique flavor. I remember someone who speaks Japanese
said before that I think it was Ice Boy that my heartbeat is really clear and he can't get it. Like he struggles to get good sound. I wonder, because I guess it's like I feel like the 3DO is very good for heartbeat because it's literally just an ear-shaped microphone. Well, the rubber part is, but like it's very easy to put on your chest. I don't know. Maybe my heartbeat's just really loud, which is maybe not a good thing. Ignore my tummy rumbling. Okay. I think that was a nice period of heartbeat. Yep, it was relaxing. It's the opposite for you. You have a quiet heart and small veins, so it's near impossible for the doctor to take your blood pressure or take blood work. Huh. Huh. That doesn't sound good. Like, you probably don't want too big of a heart, but you don't want to. I don't know how the biology would work there. It's interesting. Isn't a blue whale's heart like the size of a car or something? Because it's such a big animal and it needs to pump so much blood around. I think that's the blue whale. I may have just said a whale. They have to use the blood pressure cuff at least 3 times. Well, you should use it like twice at least to make sure it's an accurate reading. But
That's gotta be. Usually your pulse was at 42. It's at 110 today. I don't really take blood pulses much. This might sound weird, but I like getting blood work done. I had that done last year. I'll probably have it done soon too. It is interesting. It's really interesting. Heart going burr, yeah. Relax, Clyde. Relax. It's cool, just like learning about your blood and your body. I did like an electro analysis thing. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it required like clean skin contact. So it was put on like parts of my arm and chest and shoulders, but on the parts of my chest, like around the pecs, I have a bit of hair there, and they needed to shave it, but the woman who did it, she didn't, she wasn't gonna waste her time shaving every guy's chest full. So she shaved like these two tiny little square patches, enough for her to put them on, and then I got the joy of walking around feeling those two hairless patches of my chest wax it. That could be a really funny. That could be a really funny stretch goal if I ever did like a what's it called? A subathon. That's the word. I really had to sound that out there, didn't I? They juice us and it goes into a vial. It's fascinating to watch, and then you get the results and go, "Oh, you got all that from my blood." Live chest waxing. Is that how does that like permanently reduce the amount of hair you have there? Because it's like ripping them out of the roots. That sounds like it would hurt though, and I feel like I'd have to have like, how could I do self chest wax if you need like good leverage? I feel like it would just really hurt. I'm like lying down, like trying to get a good leverage. If you do it enough times, yeah. Otherwise, it grows back. I see. They usually have to go through my hand to get blood because 98% of them are either vein fish trying to find a good vein or poke you multiple times. And oh, that's the worst when they miss. And it's like, oh, we gotta go again. It's like, ugh. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired myself. My eyes are closing. Way too high or way too low. You also get panic seizures and your heart and lungs will stop. Too low, then you're up. That's not good. That's not good. I'm sure your doctor is well aware of that, but that sounds scary. The reason if you do it enough, it stops growing, is that you're basically damaging your follicle beds at that point, and they hate you forever. You know what? I whenever I think about like someone trying to stop hair growth, I think of two people. I think of Kanae from Niji Sanji. He, to my knowledge, hates body hair and has had it like laser removal and does it regularly. He's apparently smooth. The other person that hates body hair is Fua. Fua. It's not a fan. Well, no, he just doesn't like body hair in himself. That's it. He does this thing called, what's it called again? IPL, I think. Yeah, IPL. That's like meant to over time reduce the amount of hair growth. Apparently, it's been working too. It's had a noticeable effect. So good for Fua. My nails are really long. I gotta cut them soon, but they're kind of like a nice length. The one thing, sometimes they grow slightly awkwardly. It's scary. Usually end up crying after because it's so scary. Just having seen. Yeah, I know. I imagine. I've thankfully never had them, but they don't look like a fun time. It doesn't look like you come out of it being like, oh, that was fun. I want to do that again. And then you go on the line. You get like the fast pass to Seizureville. Fun fact: my friend has a heart condition and really shocked himself and was worried he was going to have a heart problem at work. That made his chest hurt even more from the stress. That's such an annoying thing. He was fine. Yeah, that's good to know. That's such an annoying thing when you pick up on something in your body, and it can be something that's relatively benign, or like maybe it's like slightly sore, but if you're like, oh, is something really wrong, and you're constantly focused on it and you're like getting stressed out about it, you almost make it hurt more. It's like your body becomes hyper aware of that specific area and like heightens the pain there. Like the perfect example happened, I was like a month ago. I was like changing into pajama pants, and as I like pulled down whatever I was wearing first, I kind of like, I guess I kind of like pushed on one of the boys, let's say, a little bit awkwardly. And I kind of just felt like it shifted in an awkward way. Not like it, like, probably a way that it was 100% completely fine. But I had, for some reason, like a day or two before, I had read something about testicular torsion, or maybe it was you, Haru, saying a joke in stream. But that got lodged into my mind. About it getting twisted. And because it just felt kind of weird and it made me kind of do a bit of a jump, I became hyper aware of that particular part. And I could like, it was like, I thought it was hurting. I was like, oh, why does this hurt? But then I was like, no, it's not even there. It's more like it was like phantom pain. It wasn't actually hurting, but I was like imagining it was hurting. It was like any tiny little weird feeling was like, oh god, have I done something? It's really funny the way you can. Then I woke up the next morning and like by then you forget it, and it's totally fine. But it's really interesting the way you can trick yourself into feeling pain sometimes. The solution is to pinch yourself to distract yourself from the pain. I will keep that in mind next time. You have any clean wounds? You're like so overwhelming sometimes. Always cleans them, your GF. You love her so much. That's really sweet of her. I'm glad she's supportive. Oh my god. I can feel myself being tired. You know what, now that I think about it, I think over the last like 3 days, I've gotten a total of, I want to say, maybe 9 hours of sleep. Which can be good. That can't be, no, it's probably like 10. Yeah, like 10 hours. That's still not good though. Girl, go to sleep. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I was like falling asleep. I was falling asleep today, sitting, doing work-related things for a good half an hour. I was literally, I could feel, not even half, I'd say a good 40-50 minutes. I was just sitting there, like looking, and I was still doing things, but I would just go, huh. And then I'd go again, and I go, maybe a little bit longer. It just kept happening over and over, but I don't think anyone noticed. What I did was, obviously I went to go get coffee, but I also went to like I left for like 10 minutes as if I was gonna go to the bathroom or go do something else, and I went down into the lobby, and I like found a little area that was off to the side, and I just sat there and just closed my eyes for like 10 minutes, and just kind of let myself relax, and then I stood up and I was all good. I have napped in the bathroom. I have, like, not proper nap, but I have like. Ooh. Did it just turn off? It did. Sorry if you heard a beep. That was my monitor. I have like sat down. I just kind of like put my feet up and just put my head against, like, rest my arm on top of the like toilet paper holder, and then rest my head against that, against my hand, and then I would just close my eyes and I just nap, and I'd set an alarm for like 10 minutes. It can help.
Ooh, legend wants some tappies. I'll do that for a little bit. Wow, some ASMR in the ASMR stream. Don't be mean to me. It's because I haven't streamed in a few days. I have a lot to talk about. Thank you for the headband. You love dating woman as a woman. I too like dating woman. Woman is good. Woman smell nice. Thank you, Mayume. Why is my mouse doing the spinny? No, I think we're okay. Men stink. Yeah. What about it? Good stink. Men smell nice. Boys smell nice. I use perfume, thank you very much. I shower every day. And good deodorant, usually a relatively scentless one. And I always use aftershave, or not aftershave, cologne before leaving. If you want to know what cologne I use, it's ones. This is again Prada Carbon. Prada Carbon. Do you moisturize? It's important. I moisturize at times. At times. I need to do it more though. I do. I need to. Do you guys scrub your feet in the shower? I like lift them and I give them a scrub with the shower thingy. I need to do it more, at least once a week, to keep your pores happy. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I do equivalent. The other one I have is Jean Paul Gaultier. The weird one with the perfume bottle is the man's body, and he has a really big ass and a really big bulge. It's not even a lie. That's just the truth. I showed you guys that. Why are we all becoming cavemen? They always be like, men stink but never want to fight about it. But we have pheromone. You love being pan-romantic. That's sweet. I'm glad you found something that works for you. You moisturize your face twice a day. Moist maxing. Moist maxing. That sounds disgusting. Moist maxing sounds horrible. Between the toes too, under the nails. become so conscious of my nails since I stopped biting them. I do like when I leave them grow long and I'm able to tap on things well. Moisturize your neck and ears too. How about I moisturize your face with my fist? Yeah, take that. You have ass ears. How else do you hear behind you? I can see your flaky ass ears. I've dealt with that before. When I was younger. You'd get it like at the very top in the crease at the top of the ear. It would get like red and scratchy. You need to bite your nails, otherwise it's all you think about and it makes you anxious. Mayube, as someone who bit their nails all the time, and like if I didn't have the nail, I would bite the skin around the edges of the fingers. I promise you, if you just pay attention to how much you bite your nails, try to, whenever you realize, put it down, put your hand down, like, just say no, and you will, for the first, like, it almost broke, oops, what did, for the first, like, month or two, you will realize how much you bite your nails, just on instinct. And if you keep trying, you keep going, you will be able to slowly stop. Trust me, the first time you start seeing the whites of your nails come in and they start growing nice and long, it'll be like, you'll be like, oh my god, they look so nice, and you'll start to want to take care of them. You have to take care of your ears so no flakiness there. You've stretched lobes, so it's important to take care of them. Stretched lobes. Did you like hang weights off them? Or is that like those earrings, like the circle earrings that like go into, they just make like a hole in your ear, and they stim rings, they help to distract. Instead of biting, you can play with them. Why can't they make like a nail biting alternative? It's just like a thing that simulates nails. You have Hedron. Sorry, I'm reading that completely wrong. You've retro. Chia. I do not know how to pronounce that word. Having long ass nails is annoying. So you don't want to break your whole nail off. Yeah, I imagine if you're doing sports, yeah, you don't want to. Those earrings, you have two opulated tongues. Those freak me out. I'm gonna be honest, Clyde. I'm gonna be honest, Crow. Those, like, when I see the ears and like if they don't have something in it and it's just like a hole, it's like weird. But I kind of want to like put my finger through. I kind of want to just like poke through it. It's a little circle like passes through in a pretty way. That's cool. That's pretty cool. You love your long nails, but somehow only manage to grow them out healthy on one hand. I need to. Some of my nails grow well, some of them not great. I need to like. Oh, I have a little bit of. Oh my god, I have like a little bit of Oreo dust under them. Well, that was nice. Nice. Tasty Oreo dust. You want to penetrate someone's ear hole? Ooh. Yes, I do. I want to poke their ear. You have inline practice. You have to go bandage your hand. Sit for practice. Goodbye. Thank you for joining. It was nice to meet you, Klein. It's a party trick. Wait, that's why you start stretching it. I find it funny. You can poke a finger through it. You're not there yet, but you can pass a pencil through. lies you down. He lies you down and like puts his finger through and starts like revving it like a lawnmower. I'm pretty sure that would rip off your ear. Excuse me. But like it's very slow, and you slowly get bigger circles. You can poke a hole at your goal size, but that's essentially just removing a bit of your earlobe in the shape of a circle. Yeah, that seems like... Yeah. That creeps me out. That creeps me out, I have to say. I forget, are my ears pierced on this model? I don't think they are. And that's the same in real life. I don't have piercings. Sorry guys. I know you were hoping that Ruadh was like the quintessential e-boy who had like pierced ears, wore like black tight-fitting clothes all the time, and has rings all over his fingers and big chains and has long black hair covering his eyes, like a real e-boy. But no, I'm sorry, I don't. I do wear a nice silver chain from time to time, though. You heard of a surgery where you can split your tongue into like a thing? I've seen that in real life. It's creepy. It's creepy. Gravity is magic. Sometimes you have to take mine out to let your ear close a tiny bit so the earring doesn't fall out when you sleep. That's really cool. Is there anyone here with a tongue piercing you really want it, but the pain scares you? I feel like, I'm sure you do get used to it, but like, I just wouldn't want that in my mouth all the time. I just wouldn't want that in my mouth the whole time. I feel like I'd be constantly like pushing it against my palate and being like, and just like messing with it. Am I weird? I think everyone who looks at that thinks about that, among other things. You seem like the type of person to wear sweatpants or jeans and a nice turtleneck sweater. Ah, damn. You may have clocked me in some ways. You may have gotten me pretty decently. Not always, but I have some other nicer clothes, some like nice fitting around the shoulders. Not sure about tongue, but my lip pierce was an okay pain. Though I will say tongue piercings can damage your teeth and gums. Yeah, see, that's another thing. You have this like piece of metal in your mouth that's just constantly hitting against your teeth and stuff. I don't know about that one. That sounds scary. And imagine getting like an infection. Wish you got like an infection in your tongue. Ugh. I recommend piercings that don't. How does the tongue split thing work? Do they just get like a shears? Do they just get like a? Do they just get like a shears and just like? Okay, see ya. But how many pauses did you to grow? I'd say I summed up your average day wear. I don't wear like turtlenecks all the time. I wear them, but when I wear them, I don't like wear them the neck fully up. I often fold it halfway down. Like so it's still a little up, but it's not like all the way up. I don't look like, weird to me. But yeah, it's usually jeans, chinos. I actually have a very nice pair on right now that I really like. The material is very nice. I mean, I'm in my Lena and my immersion, guys. Immersion. I promise, I'm really Ruadh. Every day, all the time. I like me a good, not so visible piercing though. Still gonna consider it. What about belly button piercing?
That seems like it would hurt so much. Like, have you guys ever like, kind of like lightly pressed on your belly button? Like, you kind of just like stick your finger in and you kind of just press down, and it makes you feel like you have to pee. No? I feel like that would hurt. I don't think they do it. I don't think they do that part, but like, you could do that. Your tongue has two muscles. They cut in the middle and sew them. Takes a long time to heal, and you have to eat liquids and soup until both sides are healed. The split can also become smaller as it heals. Ah, yeah, because, yeah, the body will try and repair it, but, oh, that sounds so involved. Oh. I think I just don't like major body modification stuff. It's weird to me. Oh no, no, no! What you look what you've done to me, Crow. You've made me like I feel every part of my face right now. I'm like I'm moving everything, trying to imagine. Ugh. Oh, this is like horrible. I feel horrible. I feel like I have total awareness of my face. Now I know what to do when you piss me off. No. No, that's not fair. You feel horrible? Horrible? That just sounds like Haru if she was a ruble. She's a Russian currency. I can use Haru as in the Russian Federation. I can exchange her for goods and services. I think that's legal in most countries. I'll give you a split tongue and a Jacob's ladder. No! Stay away from there. I want a tattoo there, though. Would it be too much? Maybe, yeah. If you got a tattoo there, too. You gonna hide nose rings, if that's what you mean? Hello, Cheese29462. Welcome in, welcome in. A fly shat in your hand. Oh, that's lovely. It was his parting gift to you. It was his, well, maybe he's still there, but maybe it was his gift to you. I'll give you a tramp stamp. Okay, fine. If you had to give me a tramp stamp, would you at least can it be nice? Can it be a nice tramp stamp? Can it be like cool? No. Why the fuck do I have to get like a really trashy one? Can't it be like my antlers? Can it be like my antlers? Like it's kind of that shape. Maybe. Can I not have a snail tramp stamp? I don't want a snail tramp stamp. Just kind of like Brewer. It's gonna be your name, isn't it, Haru? You're gonna want to like all the art that you signed. You're like, what if I sign my name in a different way? You'll get your generic squiggly vine pattern and you'll like it. No, no, I don't want to. Your ass is gonna get branded. You snail thy heavenly sideways, like the Beatles. I don't want to be Haru branded, please. And besides, my mama, Inca, she has the copy. What does she? Kind of. I don't know how. I don't remember how that works. So technically, she would sue your ass if you put your name on there. She'd be like, nope, it's my work. How dare you claim my work? and then you guys would have like a huge legal battle, and in the end, I'd have to get her name. I'd have to get your name removed and her name put on instead. Get a Rick Roll code. That's really funny. You're like with someone and you're doing the deed, and you flip them over and you're like, oh, what's that? And you scan your QR code, and Rick Astley is suddenly Rick Astley. Huh? Haru, I know what you do. Redraw the entire model just so you can sign his butt. Sure, Haru. You can draw the model from the backside. I'll get a whole new rig just for my character facing away. Oh yeah, scan me, baby. Rick Roll in the bedroom. This is the most awful VTuber I watch. That actually hurts. That actually hurts, Mike. What the fuck? That hurts. What do you mean? What do you mean? You already branded Shotua on the tie, though? That's true. I did notice that. I noticed where you put that sign. I noticed where you signed that. Hate to see them leave, love to see them go, am I right? Why are you mean, Mike? But you know what? Just like Captain Jack Sparrow said, where he goes like, "But you have heard of me, but you do watch me, and that's the most important part." And also, I sometimes make reference to the Elder Scrolls, and I think that like tickles a part of your brain, Mike. He goes like, he likes the thing I like, and then you clap, and you go, oh, yay. And then I talk about Fua, and you go, he likes the thing I likes, and again you clap. So Rua, if you were a hawk, it'd make you a hawk Rua, wouldn't it? You missed an R in there. Hawk Rua. Hawk Rua is what it would be. And nothing else. But if I was a bird, I wouldn't be a hawk. I'd be a barn owl. I need that plankton emote here. I was joking about your model face in a way. Well, I would, if I was getting like a 3D model, I've said this before, I would not want to be like Vox or the Niji Boys, where they were flat as pancakes. No, I would at least try and have some junk in the trunk. Because everyone likes that. Everyone likes a little bit of shape back there. It's like a genuine thing. Man and woman, strong. Would you have pecs? Yeah, like the model already has pecs, so that would just have to stay on brand. Plank tour. Have a nice meal. Are you gonna go eat? You're gonna go eat. Go gawk, guys. Yeah, have a nice meal. I had rice and salmon and veg today. It was very nice, very nice. What? I shouldn't, but I really want to get like this Chinese takeaway that's always so good. There's the sauce they use for it is just I think it's like some kind of sweet and sour sauce, but it's just like so good. Ooh, I may finish up. They're not pecs anymore, guys. It's boobs, man boobs. I know. No. Maybe you can treat yourself to it on the weekend. That's what I should do. Yeah. Maybe I will. But I may finish up. I know the stream was a little bit shorter than usual, like by maybe 20 minutes. I just got caught on something, so I couldn't start as early as I slightly earlier, as usual. But yeah, I'm glad that we got a stream together again in honor of Haru since they're away. No, don't pinch me. Get off of me. I'm gonna like go and try and rest, and my cheek is gonna be so sore. It's gonna be too sore from being pinched. But wait, what? Oh, thank you, Crow, for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. Oh no, wait, you both win a head pat. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Crow, and thank you, Mayume. No. Thank you, Legend, for the head pat too. I imagine you're all like fighting to headbutt me. It bugged out. It's the way the redeem works. What it does is it's redeemed. It immediately activates the scene with the head patting, and then after a certain amount of time, the scene ends. Thank you, Miyume, for the face hold. There's a line to head pat. I win. And it ends after like 10 seconds. But if someone does a head pat at the same time, it basically means that it activates the scene, and then it activates it again straight away. So, but it activates in the sense that it toggles it, so it turns it off, and then 10 seconds ends after the first one, so it toggles back on, and then it toggles off again. It's definitely broken once or twice where it just stayed on, but I don't know what triggers that one. Probably when like it forgets to turn off for one of the redeems. I do want to take a quick look though. Who's around? Who of our friends are doing stuff? I am technically doing, like, you know, like, yeah, I was doing ASMR, but this was very much just chatting. This was me just being silly with a 3DO mic. I did a little bit of heartbeat, I did a little bit of tapping, but I don't think it really counts, you know? I don't think it fully counts as proper ASMR, so I think I can justify. Oh, Shoe's live. Shoe's doing Tomodachi Life, but he's drawn his model as a Tomodachi. That's really cute. That's a very cute little bit of art. Oh no, Rua, I got a haircut. No more hair past the ears. Ah, I hope it looks. I hope you're happy with it, and I hope it looks good on you. I bet it does. It counts, in my opinion. I vouch. Oh, this counts as ASMR. Damn it! I was going to. It's more so that I don't think any of my friends are doing ASMR right now, so I'm trying to figure out who to raid into. Oh, Hera's live. What? Oh no, that's not pregnant. I thought I joined Haru's stream and he was like getting pregnant, but no, he said getting pragmata, which whatever pragmata is. I think it's a game of some kind. You're quite happy. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I really need a haircut. I really need one. Getting pregnant stream. It's a game. There's, you know what, Mike? There's a lot of Haru corrupted you. Nah, I'm still sweet. I'm still a sweet Rua. Still a sweet VTuber boy. There's a lot of games like that though, Mike. I'm sure you can find them yourself. I'm sure you don't need any help. Let me come off following to see if there's anyone who jumps out at me. In case there's anyone in. Oh, talentless blonde. Chicken nuggets, please.
get some speed tap. But yeah, we'll raid into Talentless Blonde, who right now is just a PNG, but it's a cute PNG. I want a head pat. Wait, no, wait, no, Sammy. Okay, wait, let me pause the goddamn raid. Hello everyone. Why, a double raid? Hello, you have a virus. Is this what this raid is? Am I being infected with a virus right now? Am I gonna lose my wallet later? Hello, Wolf Bandit. Hello, Red. Hello, Cindy. Nice to see you guys. How are you? I thank you both so much. Thank you both so much for raiding. It's a good thing you guys raided when you did, because otherwise it would have immediately cut to another person's stream. Hello everyone. My name is Ruadh Quilta, half human, half Tuatha. That being the God peoples of Ireland, who resided on Ireland until they were driven to the other world by the Gael, by the Milesians. And also I'm a member of the Fianna, or was, a mythical warband, about around in the 2nd century. I hope you had an incredible stream. Thank you, Red. I hope you guys also had a very nice stream. I saw you guys streaming. You were doing a duet ASMR, I think. Hello, Gusto, as I see you. Hello, Juho Fog. And hello, Aeon BD. Hi, Rua. Red and I caught you. You guys did. You guys did caught me. You caught me as I started another raid. But, yeah. Oh god. I can hear the other lady I was going to raid. It's kind of like messing with my brain. But I hope you guys had a lovely time. I know that Red and Samir are both very good ASMRists, so I'm sure your viewers were very, very happy, very relaxed. I need to catch one of your duo streams though to see what it's like, because I bet it gets silly. I bet it gets kind of silly. Every Wednesday, the dynamic ASMR duo, and we just celebrate 2 years of constant collabs. Oh my god! Wow. That's amazing. It's so consistent. Or you said consistent already, but that's so like that's really good. That's really cool. I have like a D&D gaming session that we've been relatively consistent with ourselves. I think it's been about a year now. It's really fun, but that's really cool, right? Everyone is so fun. But unfortunately, I do. I hate getting a raid and then being like, well, thanks, bye. But I do need to go, as I need to be up early. So I will instead just raid out to who I was going to. Where were they? Oh no, I lost them. Oh no. Where'd they go? Same category. That will help me. Oh wait, I think they ended stream too. I see. Raid. Toot. Raid trade. You tried. Who do we raid? Let me decide quickly. We can raid. Who is? I don't know who these people are, but I guess that means we can be friends. Oh, thank you for streaming. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Everyone has a lovely time zones. Thank you, Gusto. I'm so sorry. It was bad timing. That's what happens when you're in Australia. You read the clock upside down and you come late. No. Hopefully I can stream again soon and you can join and we can have fun. But I think I'll just send you guys over to Mm, not that one. That's a bit much for me. Oh wait, no, there she is. Okay, I can send you guys off to Talonless Blonde. It's a very very cute little character. But anyway, good Neil Margaret and Sloan Gafall, and I will see you guys next stream. Ooh, Blonde. Oh, do you know her, Gusto? She talked a little bit and she sounded Australian from the tiny few words she said. It just sounded Australian. Maybe I misheard. Wait, no. Huh? Why isn't that working? Where are the emotes? Why does it just say... Isn't that... What? It's not working. Well, just be cool. Thank you, Dracula Bite, for the head pat. Bye bye, guys. Have a nice time. Oh, I think my internet just isn't happy. Anyway,